We do have Didi Anand David Priya, who will be our MC and host today. There will be specific times that you'll be able to unmute yourself throughout the session. So Didi Ananda David Priya, up to you.
Okay. Namaskar. It's really such an honor to be able to launch this first NHE College Teacher Preparation Program. I think we've all been waiting for this moment for many years. We've been feeling the need to professionalize our training, and it's so exciting to have so many really amazing professors and teachers teaching, and also the participants are amazing. I think we've got some of our top NHE staff from around the world that's going to be in this first cohort. So you're really pioneers, and it's going to be an exciting journey together that we're about to begin. So today we're going to be introducing the staff, the program, a bit of history, and we're going to have a half an hour for questions and answers. So if you have any question coming up, please write it in the chat, because Reiko is here to field the questions, and she will be leading that session of the questions and answers. So thank you so much. I will now turn it over to the director of the NHCA, the Neohumanist College of Asheville, which is Acharya Vishwamitra Sid Jordan. So I turn it over to you, and thank you everybody for being here. Namaskar.
Are you gonna?
He has to unmute. Please remember.
Yeah, what about your share screen though? I don't think you need that anymore.
Thank you for reminding me. Shamisha, you need to unmute, or Rishi, can you help him out?
Namaskar. This is an exciting opportunity to welcome everybody to our orientation for the Neohumanist College of Asheville. This is the long-awaited opportunity to offer you a continuing education of a high quality, and it's also the beginning of a university without walls. This university without walls includes the Neo-Humanist College of Asheville, the Amaya in Singapore, and the university and college in Italy being developed by Kamaleshwar, and also in Taipei, we have a university in Taichung. So this is a very big opportunity to begin a university without walls that constitutes what Baba was wanting us to develop as a university of Chakaduri in India. Dada Shambhavananda has been in India quarantined, so to speak, and developing the Chakaduri, and has made great progress. So this university without walls is beginning to happen. Of course, it needs to acknowledge that this is built on the backs of all of you acharyas that have been starting many schools over the last 50 years, and AMGK's work at trying to support the curriculum development in all of these schools, and providing a newsletter to keep us connected. So there's been a lot of work over 50 years that has led to this initiation of a college without walls. So we're delighted to have this opportunity to continue this lifelong journey of learning together with all of you. So I'll turn this over now to Mahajoti, who's going to lead us in a centering exercise. Namaskar.
As you know, Anandamurti popularized Namaskar in Anandamarga, although it's been in India for a while. And Namaskar can be a greeting, as you know. It can be a mudra, as in Namaskar mudra. which is the same as Anjali Mudra, or it can be, Anandamurti said, a blessing. So this morning I'm going to share with you a few Namaskar breathing exercises so that we can spread that Namaskar sentiment of sharing that charming mind and that love and cordiality and caring of our hearts throughout our communities wherever we are. And so the first Namaskar experience, which I'll demonstrate, is inhaling at the Wisdom Center, extending that inhale up and opening the arms and sending it just like a bunch of doves being released into the world, sending those Namaskar feelings into the world. And so I invite you to inhale at the Wisdom Center, coming up into something very similar to Dirga Pranam, and then exhaling and releasing that Namaskar into our communities. So inhaling and rising up, exhaling and lowering the wings. Inhaling and coming up through the heart, coming up through the Agya chakra, and exhaling and releasing. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and sending that feeling into the world. Coming up again, building that Namaskar, extended Namaskar, and exhaling. Inhaling those wingtips together, rising up to the sky. Exhaling and releasing those wings down. Inhaling and bringing it to the heart and pausing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And this last exercise, I call it tsunami, Namaskar tsunami, where again, we begin at the Wisdom Center, inhaling, and we come down and release it out into a double smiling Namaskar into the world. And then bringing it back up the chakras to the Wisdom Center, inhaling, exhaling, and coming down and out. And remembering our yoga smiles, inhaling up. Exhaling, coming down and out. Inhaling up to that Wisdom Center. Exhaling down those chakras. It's just like we're sending our inner wisdom, our inner heartfulness into the world. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, sending out that Namaskar tsunami. Breathing in, breathing out. And then bringing it back all home into the heart. Namaskar. Next? Who's next? Who takes over?
Thank you. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to turn it over to Arati, who's going to take us on a bit of a journey through the history of how we arrived here at this particular historical moment. So, ready, Arati?
Namaskar. Yes, as Acharya Vishwamitra just shared, this is definitely a momentous occasion and a long time in the making. And this Neohumanist Education Certification Program draws on the work of all of those who have worked in NHE for the past many decades, and that includes many of you who are here today. Many of you have been running projects and offering your own teacher preparation programs for years, which you had to pull together on your own for the most part. And for others, this is your first introduction. But whether you've been working in NHE for years or whether you are new to it, this program hopefully will give you the tools to understand what is unique about NHE in comparison to other educational approaches, in addition to practical application of those unique qualities to your teaching and your projects. This program is being offered by the Neohumanist Education faculty of Ananda Marga Gurukul, and it's being offered through the NH College of Asheville. But your certification, therefore, is going to come from Ananda Marga Gurukul. So I'm going to give you a little history now on how we got here. So Ananda Marga Gurukul was formed in 1990 as the Board of Education for all NHE schools, and one of its tasks is to provide teacher education and to certify teachers. So to date, before this, we had many seminars and global conferences, books have been written, resources have been shared, and we did have 2 teacher education programs that were offered by Gurukul in the past. One was the NHE Introductory Certificate Program for Early Childhood that was created and offered by Mahajoti. And this program was translated into several languages. Some of you actually may have taken it or used it in your schools. The other was the NHE Early Childhood Diploma Program. That program was designed by Kathleen Kesson and Didi Nandarama and was developed over the course of many years by Didi and myself through Ananda Marga Gurukul with the expertise of many of the same educators that will be teaching in this current program. And we did not have the online technology and online culture at that time to bring those programs to full fruition. And so they did not take hold and only a few students completed them. But now the landscape has changed and the time is ripe to offer this program online. In some ways, this NHE teacher preparation program is a continuation of all the work that was done before, but in some ways it's very different than those early efforts and in some important ways. So earlier, the need was for teachers and schools to have some idea of what to do in their classrooms. But now people are needing a deeper understanding of NHE for themselves and also to enable them to present NHE to a wider audience, to professional teachers, to government officials. In short, there is a need to systematize NHE. So even though in each locale, it will continue to have a unique expression that is suited to your individual areas, the underlying philosophy and principles will be the same no matter where and when, with a strong grounding in educational theory that sets NHE apart from other educational approaches. So as Shari Vishwamitra said, this teacher program is emerging at the same time as the launching of Neohumanist College of Asheville. In fact, it's the first comprehensive program to be offered through the college. We began preparations for this college program in earnest last year with the development of 2 handbooks, one for general adult education and one specifically for teacher preparation. These handbooks outline a set of principles to guide our educational work when working with adults. Then we started a series of webinars offered by Kathleen with 5 DDs from different parts of the world, laying the foundations of NHE in both a theoretical and practical manner and refining it with everybody's input. Out of those webinars is growing an NHE foundational book, which is going to serve as the anchor text for this course, or I should say for this program. So Kathleen has agreed to serve as the director of this program as it is launched until a solid foundation is established. We are so fortunate to have her long-term professional expertise, 35 plus years as a university-based teacher educator, and she has the knowledge to bring us to the next level. And also a lifelong passion and involvement in NHE, as she has been part of Ananda Marga and NHE school development since the early 70s. And she, along with the others who are teaching in this program, who also have years of experience to share with you, now form the Gurukul NHE faculty, And we look forward to expanding the range of faculty members in the program over time. Many of you also bring years of experience and expertise, and that will be drawn upon and utilized in this program in a very creative way. So we can collectively benefit from the best practices that have been developed amongst ourselves over the years. We are all in this exciting process together. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully it will be the beginning of taking the NHE movement to a new level for the benefit of everyone. Namaskar.
Thank you, Arati. Now, next, I invite Mahajoti to lead the process of introducing ourselves to each other so that we can get to know each other a bit better, because we're going to be spending a lot of time together. This is going to be an intensive program in which your active participation is going to be key to it. And so we want to already start out having a warm sense of connection between all of you, our first cohort. Mahajoti.
As we each introduce each other, we'll have 1 minute to do this. And I believe that we'll be sharing our names and where we are, and maybe one thing about ourselves that others might not know. So if anybody wanders over the 1 minute time limit, someone may appear on the screen to let you know that your time has expired. And so how do we want to begin this?
Is that a llama?
Yes, I am a llama.
Came all the way from Peru to.
And I do not bark.
Mahajoti, in addition to name and where they're from, what they're doing professionally right now.
Oh, okay.
Right. And then the thing nobody knows about.
And Mahajoti,
We should
have
just put it in the
posted
chat.
Yep.
So who will
So
start?
I will call on people. Let me just get my roster, because this way we're also going to be taking attendance. A second. Okay, so is Christy Shaver here?
Namaskar. So my name is Christy Shaver, and my Sanskrit name is Krishna Prima. I am in Lahaina, Maui, Hawaii, so middle of the Pacific Ocean. I am a certified holistic wellness coach, but currently more of volunteering in my community, and I full-time volunteer for planetary leadership training. So I do all their marketing and help with a lot of the presentations of the different courses and creating content and everything. Something about me that a lot of people don't know, I feel like it was a whole lifetime ago. I used to be an elite athlete and an aspiring athlete, and training for the Olympics in the sport of rowing. And I spent almost 15 years coaching high school rowing. So it seems like a lifetime ago, but that's my past. So I'm really excited to be here, and thank you.
Wow. Next, thank you so much. That was interesting. Didi Ananda Kutambara. Is she here? Didi Ananda Pritambara, are you here? Maybe not. So Rishi.
Namaskar, everyone. My name is Rishi. I am currently residing in Marshall, North Carolina, just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Neohumanist College of Asheville. And I'm recently in the process of transitioning to a new role with United Way. It's a nonprofit organization here in Asheville. And in that role, I'll be working as the events and experience manager, working to fight against injustice and for equity here in the community. One thing that you might not know about me is that I am, a musician. You probably don't know that about me. I love to sing, I love to compose music, and I actually am the registrar part-time as well. So many of you will be interacting with me as you go through the college, and I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Namaskar.
Okay. Nadia Vega Nilama. Are you here? Nilima or Nadia Vega? No, okay, maybe absent. Sadhana Dutta.
Namaskar. I am an art teacher for the past 36 years. I'm now retired. I work with Rotary on different programs. And right now I'm at home taking care of my brother somewhat. And that's about it.
Thank you. What was the thing we don't know about you?
That I teach art for 36 years and I belong to Rotary.
All right, so next is Didi Ananda Jaya.
Namaskar. I'm Didi Ananda Jaya. I'm living in São Paulo, Brazil. I've been a Didi for more than 40 years. And I think that's all. I've been in education for a long, long time.
Yes, you have.
Didi, what do you do? What do you do?
I do. Now I am supervising 4 projects, 3 kindergartens and 1 center for kids and adolescents in they call it the favela, is called now the community.
And something that not everybody knows about you?
Oh, is there something they don't know about me?
Probably.
Oh, I love to dance.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Namaskar.
Wonderful, thank you. Dada Gyanananda, are you here? Let's see, Dada Gyanananda. Rishi, if you can be looking when I say people's names, if they're in there or not, okay? I think he's absent.
Absolutely, yes, absent.
Just say to me if they're absent. Next is Renata Bernardina Hemaprabha. Absent.
Absent.
Okay, next is Dalia Lucas Damini.
I'm here. Namaskar. So I'm Damini and I live in Portugal. I live in the master unit here in Portugal, Ananda Kalyani. And I'm the mother of Eva, which now she's 2 years and 8 months. And also the mother of Gaspar. He's 4 months and he's here with us, sleeping. What I have been doing here at the master unit, I was taking care of the social media, the communication. I was doing videos, posting, and now I'm a little bit doing less of that and really focus on starting an educational project here at the master unit with the help of 2 more people that are here also in the chat. So you will get to meet them also. And something about me, I love to paint and I'm not painting in such a long time. I wish I could go back to painting. This is it. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Thank you. Next is Anandi Ana Isabella Oliveira.
Absent.
Namaskar.
Oh, apologies. I see you there now.
So, namaskar, everybody. I am Ana Isabel. I'm Anandi, and I'm from Portugal also. And I'm a primary teacher since 25 years ago. But I know at this moment that I really know it all. So I'm here to restart my study and transform myself and this is the moment to have the tools for the new era, for the new kids they are born in. And it's a privilege to be here with you, to drink from from the college in Asheville, because it's a great opportunity that we here in Portugal, because we are three in fact, to bring something up in that part of the art. And I think it is the moment right now. So I'm very glad to be here and ready to learn with all of you. And one of I like to do is learning things. For me, learning a new thing every day is compliment. So even a word, even something else that I can read, that I can learn, that I can deal with it, it's a very health principle for my day. So let's have new insights and new approach every day with you and all of you. So namaskar and thank you.
I have the puppet up here. So cute. Okay, so next is Jivan Mukta, also from Portugal. Here.
Namaskar. My name is Jivan Mukta, and I'm currently in Nicaragua, but I'm an LFT for almost 2 years. And I'll be soon returning to Portugal, to the master unit, and helping Damini and Anandi implementing the Neohumanistic education project there. And I'm very excited. I look forward to build a career on education. Let's see. And one thing that people don't know about me, that I like to write poetry. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. And next is Kiri Ananda Gunamaya. Kiri Ananda Gunamaya. I know you're here. I saw you. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, my name is already said, so I don't need to introduce my name. I reside in Ghana already 10 years. I'm running project here, one preschool and children home called Lotus Children's Center. It's already an old project. It will go to 30 years next year. And start a new center also in another place in Ghana that at the moment it's only library for children, but I'm trying to open also the school. It's called Path of Joy. And also I try to go through another countries like Burkina Faso to visit the school, Togo, in Ivory Coast, to visit our schools there and try to inspire more the teachers also to follow neo-humanism education. So I think, yeah, sometimes I also teacher, sometimes I also cooking, depend that if there is no teacher available, sometimes I have to do those works besides supervising. And one thing that people don't know, but I love to read story for children. I always enjoy simple stories for children, to see the colors, to read the stories, and I also invent. Very easy, I can invent story. I don't write, I don't have time to put in the paper, but when I am with the children, any matter, I can invent a story very nice, very fast. I like to explore more that one, to give more to the world else. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Didi. Okay, next is Didi Nanda Prama. Didi Nanda Prama. Is she in the room?
She's in the room.
Yes, namaskar.
Okay, namaskar. So Didi Ananda Prama, I'm the rector of Ananda Bharati Mass Unit in Ireland. I've been here for about 17 years in Ireland. And I'm also HPMGL for Berlin sector, which I just got that duty a couple months ago. We are starting a school, so that's exciting. We have 5 children. One of them came, the school is on holiday now, but one of them came to pick blueberries today with her dad. We grow a lot of blueberries. I have taught swimming and cross-country skiing and used to race for the University of Colorado in Boulder, Colorado. Someone started out with some sports stories, so that's maybe what you don't know about me. And also, I run a project in Kenya. We grow spirulina for malnourished children, and we coordinate with Didi, and she gives out free homeopathic medicine, and we give out free spirulina. That's Didi Rupshira and Ananda Rupshira. Okay, I'm looking forward to being with all of you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Didi. Namaskar. My sister Bhakti Devi, Michaela Urbani. Bhakti Devi. She's here. I saw her. Bhakti Devi. Turn on your microphone.
I have asked her to unmute.
Thank you.
Maybe come.
She might have stepped forward. I saw in the meantime that Dada Gyanananda has arrived. Dada, everybody is introducing themselves. Welcome to the NHE College. And you are asked to tell us your name, where you're living, what your current role is, or profession.
And
something that we don't know about you.
And 1 minute per person.
1 minute per person. And if you see a puppet, if you see Mahajoti displaying a puppet, it means your time is up.
Okay. So since I don't know what you know about me, so I just say my name is Gyanananda. I'm working in South America in GT, and I'm mostly involved with prachar activity, help coordinate the Proud activities also. We are running with a group of workers and Margis, Ananda Marga Academy in South America. And also we are initiating recently Prabhat Ranjan Institute. Ananda Marga Academy is educational of yoga and meditation and different. The aim is to be actually a good school online of spirituality. And Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar is just to make small model of Baba's vision on what he left to humanity. We have a good number of professionals who are with us constructing that model. And that's all we can say. I'm also involved with Ananda Marga here, coordinating activities between Margis workers on Brazil and also in the sector. I think my minute maybe is finishing. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. You just saw the Lama appearing. Very good. Thank you. Sister Bhakti Devi, are you present now? Okay, we will move on to somebody else. She's not coming up. Didi Ananda Tapati. Didi Ananda Tapati.
You're muted, Didi. And your name says Angela instead of Didi. So.
Oh, why is it like that?
It's okay.
Anyway, don't worry about it, but Rishi will fix it.
My name is Didi Ananda Tapati, not Angela. And I've worked in many sectors already. Oh no, not it, only in 2 sectors, but in many some countries. In New York sector, and I've been a Didi for 46 years, and I'm so happy with being a Didi. What inspires me so much to attend this Neohumanist Teachers Academy or a course, it's because I saw one lady in YouTube. She graduated when she was 100 years old in high school. So when I saw that, I got so inspired. I said, well, if she can do, why can't I? And that's why I applied. And I've been a Didi for 46 years. And something you don't know about me is that I love music. I love to sing. unfortunately, my voice got changed after my operation in 2019. So I have this man's voice. Okay. Okay, Jyoti. Anyway, thank you. It's so nice to see all of you and to meet all of. Namaskar. Oh, I'm in Denmark, if I have not told.
Okay. Thank you, Didi. Didi Ananda Badraji. Didi Ananda Badra. She's here.
She's about to unmute. I've just asked her. There she is.
Namaskar.
Yes. Sort
Can
of.
you hear me?
Yeah, but we're looking at, I don't know, your ceiling or something.
I'm in the preschool where I'm working.
I see. But let's look at your face while you're introducing yourself.
I'm not in uniform.
It's okay, just your face.
Okay.
There we go.
There, okay. There.
You're a little bit on the side. Now make it vertical because you're on the side. We're seeing you like this.
Yep. Okay. Okay, my name is Zinda Badra. I've been working in Scandinavia for almost 32 years. And this is my first posting as a DD. And I'm still stuck here. Okay, and I like challenge and I like to start preschools. So in Sweden, we're in the process now of opening a new preschool. And what I can say more?
Something we don't
I like to cook. I like cooking.
That we know about you. Something secret.
What else? That's all.
She's
I like to work with the kids. I like to work with the kids to be there in practice, not just in theory. But I love really to be in action with children.
And if I remember right, you make awesome seitan. Is that right?
Not anymore. I'm gluten-free now.
Oh, okay. Well, once upon a time. Okay, next is Angela Bekik from Denmark. Angela.
Oh, yes, just a second.
There you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So my name is Angela Vekic. I come from Croatia. Now I'm together with Didi Tapati working at the same school in Copenhagen, Denmark. I've been here for 13 years. I've been an English teacher altogether for 25 years. What you don't know about me is that you've heard about the war in Bosnia and in Sarajevo. And when the war started, I was there. I was at university in Sarajevo when the war started. And now I could see the consequences and futility of wars. Later on, I married a guy who is from Bosnia, as I'm Croatian and he's Bosnian. Actually, I married my used-to-be enemy and kind of made a bridge in between our two first families, then countries, and now I feel as a bridge and between these countries saying, guys, come on, we have to love each other and respect each other. And there is nothing good coming out of a war.
Wow, that's very powerful.
Yes, and a positive, beautiful thing. I used to be a contemporary dancer as well.
Neat. Wow. Thank you. What a pleasure to have you with us. Okay, Didi Ananda Kripa. Didi Ananda Kripa is here. I don't see her on the list. She might be absent.
Checking as well.
Didi Ananda Tapamaya. Didi Ananda Tapamaya is
Yes,
here?
I'm here.
Yes.
Namaskar. I live and work in Malta, on the island of Malta. It's summer here. It's really hot. We run after school program, and we have summer club on the last week going on now, and we have local kids from poor families, and we also have a group of refugees, African and Syrian and Iranian, Middle Eastern kids, and then we also have a group of children home kids from the government's children home. So we have a blast of a time, wonderful time. I'm happy to be here with everyone, learning, and something you might not know, I go sailing once a week with the kids, and I'm learning how to sail.
Oh, that is awesome. Nice. Perfect thing to do on an island. Okay, next is Lalita Huang.
Yes, namaskar everyone. I'm Tatvika Lalita. Now I live in Da Nang, Vietnam. I'm running a kids center for children from 3 years old, kindergarten, and for the primary kids, they come after the school. That is my main job, and besides that, like I help promote or bring their courses to like PhD courses or other international courses to Marquis Vietnam, and also help translate for them when the workshop or seminars happen. Something that you might not know about me is currently I often cook and promote vegetarian cooking through my Facebook, and people think that I'm a very good cook, but actually I was not a fan of cooking at all before, and only since I become a vegetarian, then I'm really into testing all the dish. And I also love learning languages, so currently I'm learning Sanskrit, yeah, once a week. Thank you. Sorry, Mahajoti. Yeah, my time is up.
Okay, Didi Ananda Anuraga.
Namaskar. I'm Didi Ananda Anuraga. I am in Thailand and have been here most of the time since I became a DD in 1989. I am running a school here. I started the school in 2005, and it's still running, kindergarten, primary school, and junior high school. I'm also running what you call like an animal sanctuary, and we have a veterinarian and a lot of dogs and cats. And we are using the land of Dada Shambhu Shivananda has a Gurukula land here that we are allowed to use for that project. We are near the Burmese border. We deal also a lot with refugee children from Burma and immigrants, paperless kids, and traumatized kids in our school. Many of them live in the children homes of Didyananda Devamala and other children homes. What you might not know about me is that I have been studying art therapy for the last few years, and that I am about to graduate. I also really love to play, and I like to play theater. Namaskar.
Wow, congratulations. Very nice to meet you at last. Didi Ananda Chitra Reka. We have a few mysterious Didis there who just says Didi, so I'm not sure if she's here or not. Didi Ananda Chitra Reka, are you present?
Namaskar.
Yay.
Yeah. Namaskar. I'm Didi Ananda Chitra Rekha. I work here in Thailand with Didi Ananda Anuraka. We have a school. I'm working as a director at the school, and Didi as a who are building, and I came to help to make more become as I love neo-humanist philosophy, so try to make neo-humanist school in Thailand. So I'm happy to try to make the school appear as the neo-humanist school here. It's in the borderline with the Burmese and Thailand, so it's a lot of conflict to bridge between many nationality, Thai, Mon, Karen, but they are they love school, and we open the junior high school without any government support. It's very challenging how we can work it out to be in the neo-humanist in Thailand. What you don't know about me, I was working in the jungle for 10 years with Didi Anandrama as a LFT before. We start a small school there in the forest. That is very far from the area. So, but now it's as a master unit in Thailand in the south.
Thank you, Didi. You have a bee that's come to signal the end. Okay, thank you, Didi ji. Okay, I now invite Kalyani too.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Okay, I'm Kalyani and I'm based in Malaysia, but I have been doing armored work since the Aceh tsunami. So I started about 2005, and in 2011, after the Padang earthquake, we started to focus on early childhood teacher training. So that's our main project, and I've been doing that since. So it's almost 10 years now. So I am actually not a neo-humanist teacher. I'm not a teacher, and my role is project management. And the reason why I'm doing this course is because I feel I need to know more so that I can explain more. We don't talk about neo-humanism or Anandamaga or yoga in our work, but we want to spread the values, neo-human values. And I hope to work with Didi Madhupuna, Ananda Madhupuna, to do something more about spreading neo-humanism directly or indirectly in Indonesia with our project people who are almost 100% Muslims, and also, outside of that with the other Didis and Magis who have schools or centers or children's home in Indonesia. So what you don't know about me is that I'm planning to be a Prabhat Sangit singer, but in my next life.
You're already making plans for your next life. Very nice. Okay, thank you, Kalyani. And thank you also for the important work you do networking beyond, into communities where you have to naturalize. So Didi Ananda Madhupurna, I invite you now to introduce yourself.
Namaskar. So I'm Didi Madhupurna. I'm now in Indonesia, Jambi. We are starting school here, less than a year actually. And then, I'm interested to join the training so I can work together with Kalyani. And then I've been giving training to teachers in Indonesia. One thing that you don't know about me is probably I like reading autobiography books. That's my favorite, and I use it in any spare time. I love to read it. Thank you.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that either. That's so cool. Thank you. And next, Sue Atriel.
Hello, everyone. My name's Sue. I live in Australia, in Malini, which is in the northern part on the northern east coast of Australia. I work at the River School as the deputy principal, and I've worked as an educator for about 35 years in all different capacities, and love the role and love the work. I also train, I also have my own business where I train schools and teachers in restorative practices, which is a positive way of teaching kids resolution skills. And a thing you might not know about me is I sing in choirs.
Nice. Thank you, Sue. Nice to see you here. And next, all the way also from Australia, we have Anne Donahue.
Hi. Yes, so can you see me on there? Yeah, you can. All right. Yeah, my name's Anne. I'm the principal of the River School in Malini in Queensland, Australia. The River School, I've started there in 97. The school started in 1995. I've been a teacher there, a deputy principal, and I've been principal since 2018. And I absolutely love working at the River School. I love working with the Neo-Humanist philosophy. We have a beautiful school. Yeah, and the one thing you might not know about me was that when I was younger, I was taught to do Scottish dancing. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Definitely didn't know that. Okay, really nice to see you.
Thanks.
Rebecca, also from Australia. What's there? She's here. I know I saw her.
She's
Rebecca,
muted. You're muted, Rebecca.
Unmute yourself, Rebecca. Microphone problems, maybe? Rebecca, are you able to unmute yourself? I'll give, maybe Rishi, you can try and support her on the chat. And
Absolutely.
I have one more person.
Didi Ananda, the Didi from Nicaragua said she would speak at the end, so, or later, you know, she's here. You missed her earlier, so.
Okay. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Ajaita Bell.
Pritambara.
Oh, that was Pritambara. Okay. Oh, didn't change your name. Okay, so we already, that's the same person. No, it's from Australia. Alyaita Bell from the River School.
Oh, okay.
Alyaita, are you here?
Alita's not here. No.
Alita, thank you for helping me with the translation. So she's absent. Okay. And Rebecca, did you figure it out yet? Maybe somebody in Australia can help her?
She is attempting to unmute herself, so we'll just give her maybe 5 seconds.
Cool.
Is there anyone else that we have on deck?
So Beck, can you see the little, like, if you just click on your picture, it says mute up the top. You should just be able to click on that blue mute and unmute yourself.
I'm not sure which Didi it was from Nicaragua, so.
Pritambara.
Pritambara, okay. Didi Ji, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Namaskar, I'm here. Namaskar to all. I'm Nityananda Pritambara. I am in the car.
Oh.
You're in the car. Okay, no problem. Just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you. I before my name is Prema, Didi Prema. I am very happy to see you all here. I'm excited to be able to just put all my agenda aside and decided to be here because, well, it's not the first time it's happened this. I don't know how many times already, but I remember once and I wanted really to be there and it was not the time for me, definitely. So this time I decided to just put into my agenda and I'm very happy. I work in Nicaragua. Here we have an art school. Before we have a normal school and I closed it up. And I wanted to have a bigger space, so I sold that space and I got another land which I didn't yet construct. But here we have a center still very big and beautiful, and we teach mainly music. And I also started before, and I will continue with dance classes. Of course, I have teachers, and I support a lot. I love dance too, and I love music. I guess you may know. And I'm doing also a band. Soon, hopefully, will come videos on YouTube. I want to record so many things like bhajans, kirtan, and kids music. So I wanted to be here very strongly because I have another project with some people that are really reacting about all the against of the system, which is really collapsing with our kids now and others matters too. So we need to really be strong and come out with all these ideas which are need to fill up the strong gap, which is
Didi, you might not have seen that a llama just appeared on the screen.
let me see if I okay.
So just
here, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm in the car. I'm driving, but anyway, I forgot that I have a virtual. You don't see the car. Okay. Yeah, I'm towards the beach. I'm very happy. So I'm going to have a relaxing morning. But I have a business with seawater too. Seawater is amazing for everything, and I drink every day. And I also I sell this. I put it into bottles, and I go all over the country. And actually, it's a study about this. And here in Nicaragua, in one very very poor part of the country, which kids were started to drink seawater for.
Didi.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Llama is trying to get your attention, and I think you can't see him because you're driving. So
no, I see her.
The time, it means the time is up.
Okay. Well, hopefully will be another time to share. But thank you so much. I'm very excited. I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot and be able to really needed to listen.
Okay, thank you so much, and congratulations on your new name. Very exciting to hear that.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Namaskar. I saw that somebody else just came into the, I think, Rebecca, did you manage to figure out your sound?
Yes, I think I have. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. All right.
Ah, great. Sorry about that. I was having problems with my audio. Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. My name's Rebecca. I'm also from the River School in Malini in Australia. I'm part of the leadership team there, and I'm also the PA to Anne, who's our principal. I'm coming up to 10 years at the River School, which I've really loved. I've enjoyed. It's such a wonderful school, and we give back so much to the children that come there. We offer something really different than other schools in our area, which I love. Probably something that you don't know about me might be that actually I come from a corporate background, and it was actually my children coming to the River School that introduced me to neo-humanist education. So it was thank my children for actually bringing me to this style of education. But it's lovely to be here, and I'm really excited about it. Thanks for being patient with me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Great to have you. Next is Renata Bernardino. I saw that you managed to get in, so welcome.
Yes.
You know the
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Thank you. Namaskar. Well, I'm in Brasilia, Brazil, and I'm very thankful for having this opportunity. I've been part of Ananda Marga since 2000, and there's been a lot of learning and growth, spiritual growth. And as an educator, gradually I became more and more involved with this philosophy. I'm also an engineer, but then I realized that without education, we can't really make the necessary changes that the world is longing for. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity, for being here today, And hopefully we'll go on and learn and share wonderful experiences. And thank you very much once again. Namaskar.
Sorry, something people
I don't
know
know.
about you. Is
Did
there
you
some-
listen?
Yeah, no. Is there something that people don't usually know about you?
Oh, well, I don't think we've met before, but something that I think it's interesting to know is that I feel how important it is to understand the interconnectedness about everything.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm answering your question right, but throughout this time I've been in Ananda Marga, I've seen how important it is to be loving towards everything that happens to us and to all the beings that surround us. And I first went to work for a person that was already a member of Ananda Marga and as an engineer, and gradually I became more and more involved. And then we built a school in a rural area here in Brasilia for the kids. And this is something that people don't really know. And this is how I felt how important the process of education is, something that is essential in everyday's lives.
Thank you so much.
know.
We've got a dinosaur reminding us that we have to go to the next section. Okay, thank you so much, Renata. So what we are going to do next is to continue the introductions. Now that we've listened to all of the participants, we will have a moment to get to know also the people who will be leading the different courses that will take place in the Neo-Humanist Education College. So let's see. Let's start with Mahajoti, who has been appearing with various personas. Can we have your official greetings?
My name is Mahajoti, and I will be teaching in January, I believe, yoga for kids with a few spiritual practices thrown in.
Oh, so cute. Okay, can we see your face too just for a second? There she is. Thank you, MJ. Okay, next I would like to introduce Kathleen Kesson.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kathleen, and I recently retired from 35 or more years as a professor of teaching, learning, and leadership. And I have moved back from New York City to rural Vermont, where I have a very large garden full of fruits and vegetables and pollinator plants. And I'm the mother of 4 sons and 3 granddaughters. And one thing you might not know about me is that I was trained as a professional dancer, so I had an early career for many years in the theater. And I no longer dance except for kirtan.
Oh, so sweet. Okay. Next would be
Namaskar. I will be teaching co-teaching with Sid Jordan, Dada Vishwamitra, the course called Teaching from the Inside Out. And that will be the second set of courses starting in November. And I taught and was a school counselor in public schools in Connecticut for over 35 years. And I have since moved on into, also I was a counselor and a systemic family constellation facilitator. I'm involved in their systemic education training. And so that's why it's teaching from the inside out. I've kind of done it all. And I'm so excited to co-create with all of you in this new venture. And I know there are a lot of people with a lot of talents, and I'm really looking forward to sharing and being with you. And the thing you might not know about me is that I have loved to sew, to do sewing my whole life, and I'm able to do it a little bit more now, and I really enjoy it.
Great. Wonderful, Vishala. Namaskar. And next would be Rekha.
Thank you. Namaskar, everyone. Very exciting to meet you all. I've been working in the field of primarily early childhood education for the last 40 years. And I have some specialization also in early intervention, working with children with disabilities, and in music education as well. I also run a summer nature camp on my property here in Northeast Oregon in the mountains. And it's been a very, very wonderful time with children ages 4 to 11 with my husband along some fabulous nature trails. You're all welcome to visit. Something you may not know about me, I think everyone knows or most of you know I'm a musician. I love to sing and play the flute, but you may not know that I actually have a little musical group that I direct out here in this rural area. We do 4-part harmony a cappella and have little Renaissance recorders and other wind instruments.
Nice. Beautiful. Okay, and now Dada Vishwamitra, Sid Jordan.
Namaskar. So I've had a long career of over 50 years as a clinical psychologist, and after becoming initiated in 1971, I started to integrate yoga and psychology, so I became a yoga psychologist. And so most of my life, since I was 30, I've been an educator in graduate schools and medical schools and the Brahma Institute in the last 17 years. So I'm feeling very honored to be able to work here as the director of the college, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you to make this a wonderful expression of education, neo-humanist education for Baba. One thing maybe you don't know about me is I'm a grandfather of 7 grandchildren, and the oldest one is 37, living with me now, and she turns out to be one of my teachers, especially in the field of social justice. So I'm very fortunate to have my grandchildren as some of my teachers now. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Arati, would you like to introduce yourself?
Namaskar. I'm Arati. I live in Ithaca, New York, in the USA. I've been the director of the Global Liaison Office for Gurukul since 1995. And I love working for Gurukul and with all of you. I am the program coordinator for this program, so that's why you get so many emails from me, and you probably will continue to do so. So I'm coordinating the Gurukul side of it. Of course, the NH College side of it, you'll be hearing from Rishi. One thing you may not know about me is I used to teach math in a Waldorf school where there's a big emphasis on geometry and geometric drawing and sacred geometry, which I love, which then led me to my love of astrology, which I dabble in, which is very geometric.
Oh, interesting. That just leaves myself. So my name is Didi Ananda Deva Priya, and I will be leading the class on neo-humanist philosophy. So this is going to be a very close reading of one of the core texts of neo-humanism, which is The Liberation of Intellect, and some other source readings from Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, the founder of Neo-Humanist Education. And I'm really excited about it. I
my background with Neohumanist education, I've been in Acharya since 2001, working in Neohumanist projects, I think since 98, no, earlier, 96. And I really enjoy teacher training as well as networking and helping to bring Neohumanist education ideas into the broader society through partnerships and collaborations. Something that people might not know about me, that I love cats and I love to rollerblade. So one of my hobbies. Okay, so it is now time to hear from Kathleen, who is the program director from our Neohumanist education faculty, where we are now. Turning it over to you, Kathleen.
I'm waiting for my screen share here. Rishi, will you be putting that up?
I can do that for you. Yeah. There we go.
There, here we are now. Well, our introductions took a little bit longer than we had anticipated. We originally were going to cap the program at 15 people because we're making this road by walking it. But there was so much interest that we now have a very large cohort. So we're rethinking a lot about the best way to offer the courses. I will say that the whole program has been collaboratively designed by those faculty whom you just met. We meet regularly. I do have to say this is about turned into a full-time job, which I hadn't expected when I retired, but it's a great honor to be working with all of you. And as other people have said, really exciting to see the vast range of experiences and expertise that this first cohort brings to the program. So I'm thinking of the teaching as collaborative as well. You will have a facilitator, we will organize readings and structure the time, but really all of you are teachers in this program of each. Program has been designed to be what sometimes we call a spiral curriculum. We will introduce foundational ideas in the first semester and then continue to revisit those so that there's really a kind of a coherence and a holistic nature to the program. The first sequence of courses, Didi Devapriya and I are working together on those, and I will be teaching a philosophy of neo-humanist education while she's doing a close reading of neo-humanism. And many of the philosophical ideas will be revisited as we go along and look at curriculum and instruction and how to design learning experiences. There will be a great deal of emphasis on field work after this first semester. So people will need to have a site, a school, or a community-based program where they can engage in various learning activities. And know that anything we talk about today about the program will be reinforced by written material. We will communicate regularly about the program and be available to answer any questions. Hold on a minute. Okay, Rishi asked me to get rid of background noise. We have someone in the waiting room, Unamaya, so I'll admit her. And we'll go back to her introduction later. You'll notice that in the program, we have tried to create a holistic program. We have these categories of knowing, doing, and being, because I'm taking seriously this idea that neo-humanist educators are sort of looking for a bridge to more conventional ideas, to the larger population. So we'll be trying to really connect concepts with action, with personal development through it. So I think this is an earlier screen, Didi. You didn't put up the new one that we had, but no, go back. it's an earlier version of the PowerPoint, so I may be leaving something out. But the through lines, those are themes, program themes that you will find in every course that gets offered. The emphasis on personal and spiritual development. There'll be an emphasis on inquiry-based learning. There will be a lot of attention to what I call becoming Jedis, focusing on justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion, critical, collaborative, and creative thinking. I think a really big point that Sarkar brought home to us is the importance of both contemplative wisdom and rational wisdom. So there'll be a lot of emphasis on how we facilitate that. And also at every point, when you're asked to do something as an assignment, there'll be an emphasis on personalizing it so that you have a lot of choice about how you will present what you're learning. We will have an anchor text. As Arati said, we're writing a book, a foundational book that hopefully will have volume 1 out in December. And these chapters will sort of serve as anchors, but there'll be readings by both other neo-humanist educators and educators from the broader field of education. And we're warning you, we plan to draw on your expertise throughout the program. So if you're working in a school, you will probably be asked to present some ideas or a video or anything you choose to share from your work. In terms of expectations of the student, this is, as someone said, it is an intensive 2 years. But we're trying to design it, keeping in mind that you are all very busy people and have lots of things on your plate. But there will be 2 courses every semester. So you should plan on at least 1 day a week to participate in the face-to-face session, to do the outside reading, to do any kind of interactive online communication with other students. There'll be a lot of things like online conversations where someone posts an idea and other people respond to it. There'll be small work groups. We'll try to maximize the opportunities to participate. So one thing that's not on this screen, we realized that this has been a major challenge, not just to create content that is culturally relevant across a great number of cultures, but is also accessible to a global participant group in terms of time zones. And we realized that especially for Australian participants, we're asking them to meet very, very late at night. So we're going to be having ongoing discussions about how to make this work in terms of your availability. One thought that has come up for this first sequence of 2 courses is that perhaps we could start an hour earlier, which would be not 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is where I am, but UTC time would be 12 noon. So we're going to need to sort of take a straw poll very quickly about whether that would work better for all of the participants. The other thing that we can say is this is a very large cohort. So the first sequence of courses will be dealing with a large number of people, but it's possible that the second semester we may break into having 2 sections so that there are a smaller number of people in the course, and hopefully that they could be offered at a time that's more appropriate for you. So Arati, did I miss anything there?
The only other thing was first 2 classes are integrated. Final project will satisfy requirements for both classes.
Can't hear you.
I put it in the chat for you, Kathleen, private chat. I copied and pasted what was missing on the PowerPoint. Do you see it?
Right. So the first 2 courses, for example, Didi Devapriya's course is a 1 credit course. Mine is a 2 credit course. That's because we'll have 1 project that everyone does that satisfies the final requirements for both courses. And in terms of the question about from Didi Ananda Tapomaya, contemplative and rational, that's a great question. And Didi Devapriya will lead you through that discussion in her first course, right, Didi?
Yes, not in the first session, but during the course.
Other questions, if you have, you can start putting them in the chat, but we are going to move forward from looking to where we are now to where we hope to go. The vision. So we've designed the whole curriculum map for the 2-year program, but as I said, we're making this road by walking. So based on feedback from participants, there may be modifications along the way. We're already thinking in terms of level 2 offers, areas of specialization. And I'm thinking this is really a general certification, this 2-year program, but there's a lot more that we not have the time to cover in one class a week. And so I'm thinking of specializations. You've all seen this on the curriculum map, that courses that could be offered, say, at retreats or seminars where everybody is attending, and we could maximize the time that way. Let me see here. Okay, from Didi is reminding me that the aim of the program is to create an active network of neo-humanist educators. We already have that to some extent. RT's done a magnificent job with the journal, but this will really get people much more connected and able to share resources and ideas. We're hoping that many of you in this new cohort become faculty in the teacher preparation program and bring your expertise. And so we'll be constantly adding to our program faculty. We also recognize the limitation of Anglo-centric linguistic offerings, and we visualize regional offerings that can be offered in languages that are accessible to the people in those regions. So that would be a vision that we hope to see develop. We need to work on the cultivation of fieldwork sites. If you have a school or a program, we would encourage you to think of developing these sites as places where new teachers can be mentored. So, and I guess, a couple of other things. A lot of higher education is top down. You've got the professor, tiers of professors and then students. And we're really thinking of this as a more horizontal model where it's kind of a peer-to-peer teaching. So that's very important as we think about professional development. Okay, again, we're limiting this certification through the 8th grade. So this is really about working with children, preschools. Didi Ananda Tapati asked about preschools, preschool K. Pre-K is very important in this program up through 8th grade. And eventually we would like to create a program for secondary or high school education. One more thing is that this is a long-term vision. We do need to develop a comprehensive research design so that what we learned about neo-humanist teaching can be shared with a much wider audience. And as this last bullet says, you all are the trailblazers, and we're really counting on you to offer feedback and input so that we can continuously improve the program. So I will turn it back to Didi Devapriya now.
Thank you.
Kathleen, this is Rekha. Do you want to answer Renata's question though? Because she's asking about a certificate for the first 2 courses.
A certificate for the first 2 courses.
I understand.
Could you check the chat?
Yeah, after each course, you will get a certificate of completion of a course, right? So is that what you were asking about?
Yeah, Yeah. Thank
there
you.
will be a certificate of completion. And at the end of the first 2 sequences, which the end of the first semester, you will then have an opportunity to apply to the whole program, the 2-year program. So this is kind of a tasting event.
Yes.
And we do recognize that this may not work for everyone. You may find out that the workload is just too much for your life at the moment, or any of a number of other reasons that you don't wish to continue. And we recognize that, and we hope to keep an open door so that perhaps you might want to start up at another time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so now it's the time to listen to Ricky Peterson, the registrar, who's going to share with us information about the logistics of registration, etc., and onboarding. Rishi, I invite you now to take the floor. Rishi.
Hi there. I guess I'm up next. So just wanted to thank you for the introduction, and I'm just going to quickly update the pin here. One moment. Actually, I don't know that I can pin myself, but I will just continue. So just wanted to hit on 3 quick points regarding the enrollment of all of our students at the Neohumanist College of Asheville. Obviously, we were a little bit delayed in sending out our new student onboarding informational letter. We wanted to make sure that we had a very smooth and seamless process for our students to register and submit their payment for tuition. So you should have received that early this morning or late last night, that informational letter. So you have a lot of details with dates and informational contact information. But tuition payments are now being accepted through our NHCA PayPal account. That's paypal.me/GoNHCA. And by making that payment, you'll see in the letter there's basically 3 pieces of information that we're going to need from you in the note beneath the payment. That, of course, is your name, your email, and your phone number. So what will happen after that payment is made for tuition is that you will actually automatically be registered and enrolled through the Office of the Registrar. The next steps after that is you will be enrolled in a new student onboarding course. That course is currently under construction. This course will give you an opportunity to practice with our LearnDash learning platform. So you'll get a hands-on experience before you are enrolled in the courses that are being offered by our faculty to be familiar with what it is to use that virtual learning platform. The last thing we wanted to note is that, as with any university or higher education, there's usually some type of student and faculty support services. So if there's ever any challenges that you're encountering or needs that you have that aren't explicitly outlined in any of the documentation that you're being provided, or just questions that we haven't even anticipated yet, feel free to contact me, Ricky.Peterson, and you see my email there. And I will make sure to partner with our faculty and our staff and our coordinators to make sure that you're connected with any resources or support that you might need, whether that's technical or otherwise. So looking forward to working with you all, and I'll turn it back over to you, Didi Ananda Devapriya.
Okay, so thank you, Rishi, for handling that for us. And now is the time for questions and answers. So I haven't seen a lot show up in the chat that hasn't been dealt with already, but please, now is your opportunity to ask any other burning questions that you have. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and allow Rekha to take over this segment.
Thank you, Didi. You can just unmute and ask questions. You can also use that little reaction icon at the bottom of your screen if you want to raise your hand and I'll answer you, or you can just write in the chat. So any burning questions out there that we haven't already answered? Yes, Anne. Anne has her hand raised.
Just that learning platform, that dash thing. Well, wasn't. So we get information about that once we pay and everything. So there's nothing we do at the moment. We'll get all that information once that happens. Is that right?
That's correct. Rishi, can you talk about that a little bit more?
Absolutely. What we've done is we're in the construction phase of building a course that will almost emulate what you would expect to see in the courses with the program. It's very low impact, so it's going to be more of a chance for you to practice with the learning platform. So we're targeting to have the construction of that site, that course that'll give you hands-on experience by August the 30th. So basically between August the 30th and the first day of class, you'll have about a week to go through, just get some hands-on experience, ask questions, work out any technical challenges that you might be experiencing. So by the time you're enrolled in those first initial courses, you feel confident that your technology is in order and you know how to use the tool.
And I don't know if you've had experience with a learning platform before, but anybody who's taken an online course, I think you'll see a lot of similarities in this LearnDash platform. Basically all of us faculty will use it in a similar way, like by having an ongoing discussion for the week or posting assignments, posting different opportunities for you to demonstrate your learning. It'll be that kind of experience.
Thank you. Thanks. That's great.
You bet. Jivan Mukta, what is your question?
My question is regarding attendance, online attendance, and how is when one cannot participate in the live session? How does it go?
I think I'm going to field that one over to Kathleen. Could you answer that, Kathleen? Well, maybe she's not there.
She may be muted.
So, okay. Kathleen, are you present? Are you muted?
Maybe she got disconnected.
Okay.
I can answer that.
Okay, go ahead, RT.
Well, the course is designed to be done in class. It's not designed for people to just learn it on
We
their
can't
own.
hear you very well, Artie.
That's because my microphone was on my head. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the course is designed to be done with the students present. It's not designed for people to do it on their own. So, I mean, if there is a particular, maybe one class where something comes up and you absolutely can't make it, something can be worked out with your instructor, but it's not do it at your own pace on your own with videos. It's really show up in class because there's a lot of interaction that's going to happen and a lot of discussion. It's not just lectures with the teacher giving the lecture that you can just watch afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, so of course we'll work with you, if you have to miss a class, but we encourage complete involvement.
Here's Kathleen back. She fell out somehow, but she's just come back.
Okay. I think you answered it pretty well, RT.
Okay.
Yeah. Kathleen, do you have anything to add to the question here?
But she wasn't there to hear the answer.
Oh, well. Okay. I think you answered it pretty completely.
Yes, I think so too.
Didi
What was
and
the question? My power went out. Back.
Jivan Mukta was asking, what if you have to miss a class? And RT was pretty good. Basically, the basic answer was that we would work with students if they have to miss a class, but that we encourage full participation since it's pretty tough to replicate. Didi Ananda Tapamaya, what is your question?
I think you mentioned earlier about the timings of these online sessions. Could you repeat that again, please?
I'm going to pass that to Kathleen, please.
Well, at this point, we have them starting at Eastern Standard Time at 9 o'clock in the morning and UTC at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we did say that we were willing to move that an hour later or earlier to accommodate the Australians better if that works for everyone else.
Well,
and Yeah.
Let's ask if that would make would that make it possible for them to attend or not? Because it's a lot for them.
Yeah.
It's late at night. So maybe we need to hear from the Australians.
Yeah. I know that we have discussed this when we realized how late it was. So like right now here it's 20 to 1 in the morning, and it's just really tricky being alert at that time to do things. So even for me, even starting an hour earlier, which would make it 10 p.m. our time, would be better. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever can be done, but a little bit earlier would be better for us.
I can probably say the same thing. I think if an hour earlier would be very helpful if that was possible.
And I guess we need to know if that would affect anyone else
Well,
negatively in another part of the world.
Yeah, we're hearing from Kalyani that she's okay with that, and that's pretty great.
Okay, the only people it's going to affect are, first of all, Christy in Hawaii. It's the middle of the night for her, so I'm amazed.
It would be 2 a.m. here. Yeah.
It'd be 2 a.m. instead of 3 a.m.
Just stay up, huh?
For Nicaragua, it will be 6 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. And for Reka, it will be 5 a.m. instead of 6 a.m.
Hey, I'm going to split you up. I'm not going to mess with 5 a.m.
Yes. So when it comes to the first 8 weeks will be Kathleen and Didi Nandeva Priya, and that will be one group. So the second 8 weeks will be Reka, Vishal, and Vishwamitra, and they're already discussing to have 2 groups. So that will look different. Yeah.
Yeah, especially since our course is very experiential and interactive. It might be better, at least for some of the classes, if not all of them, to split it so that there's smaller groups, because then we'll have more time for interaction.
Okay, we're hearing from people who are saying it's fine with them in Africa, Brazil. Yeah, that's excellent. Thank you, everyone.
Great.
And Didi Ananda Badra has her hand raised. Could I hear from you, please, Didi? Or is that who just spoke?
No, she didn't just speak.
Okay, Didi, what is your question?
She needs to unmute.
Try Angela's.
Oh, no, she is. Okay. Yes. I asked this before actually,
Didi.
because at present I'm working in a preschool, and it's not easy for me to be out once a week. So, but in November and December I'm free, so I can manage. But September is not possible.
So there's no way you can rearrange your schedule for that time period once a week?
Once a week, no, because I'm working in a preschool, and it's not easy to organize, substitute in the same group. We just started, we just opened it. So changes of people can affect the group in a way, just for a short time.
Yeah,
actually, I requested if there's a possibility to have it on weekend.
Oh.
So it doesn't matter for me.
So if we change the day, how do other people feel about that? Since that's
it's
that could be a common problem with people who have schools they're running. How do other people feel?
And you're
about
actually
that?
talking about 2
weekends. I think the schools are closed on weekends.
Exactly.
But we're also talking about 2 classes a week, not 1 class a week.
Okay, wow. No, I cannot get that free from the principal from the preschool. They won't allow it. But November and December I'm free.
Okay, now Renata is also saying she likes weekends, but Kalyani cannot do Saturday.
So it sounds like we need not only a discussion, but a way to send out a way to get, well, first of all, we need to get the instructors to weigh in, because without them, we can't do anything. And then we need to maybe send out some kind of a form for people to fill out in terms of their, I don't know if we can accomplish that right here, right now.
Yeah, here's a chart. Gyananda says he can't make it on weekends. So this is sounding a little complicated.
Yeah, it's
It
difficult.
is.
Yeah.
And I think
Because
that there are definitely prerequisites. So in order to take, you know, a certain course in the program, you have to have taken other courses in the program. So it's not just a random assortment of classes. But I believe the teacher development course in November is open to anyone, correct, Vishala? So if you couldn't make it to one of these first classes, you could still take that class as a standalone in November.
However,
very good, very good. Thank you. Yeah, that's great.
However, you would not be able to continue with the 2-year program because Kathleen's course is fundamental to the 2-year program.
Right.
It's a prerequisite, so that cannot be skipped.
Could she catch it up later? Could she catch it up, like catch it on the next cohort?
Really a prerequisite, yeah.
Yeah, it is foundational for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
everything builds on it. Everything builds on it. So you can't really go forward and then go back. It's like without the foundation, how do you build the structure? You know.
There's also something about being part of the cohort too that is also foundational, also in terms of building relationships and interactions.
Okay, maybe we're asking the wrong question here. Is there anybody who's in the room that cannot do besides Didi Nanda Bhadra, who has a serious problem that they cannot overcome with when it's scheduled now, assuming we're doing it an hour earlier? Is there anybody else who's like they can't do it?
What days
for me, the problem is
we talking?
September.
Yeah,
Only September.
I would just like to add that I had a conversation with my director today because now these hours are suitable for me. And then we just finished like, wow, great, it's suitable for us. Great, let's just not kind of try to find substitute because we are a tiny school. It is impossible to find a substitute for me. And this is a perfect timing after my working hours. I can just stay longer. So I just wanted to tell you that this is suitable for me.
But if it goes an hour earlier, is that going to work for you? Because now
again, an hour earlier, I will need a substitute.
Oh,
does that mean it'll work for you or no?
That would want, no, it's not, it won't be suitable.
Oh.
So just like today, we figured out that these hours are very suitable for me, for the director, for the school. And now if you are changing it, like it would be for me suitable hour later, but not hour earlier.
And what days, remind me, faculty, what days we are talking in September and October?
It's Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday, that's right. Okay. I think we're all speechless. What are we going to do?
We're going to need to have a conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like as it's better for some people, it becomes worse for others. So Didi Ananda Bharati, if it was the time we originally said, is it still no good for you at that time?
Bhadra?
Who?
Didi Nanda Bhadra.
Didi.
I don't think she can do it at all during the school hours in Sweden.
No. November, I'm already free. I finished my work in the preschool, so I'm free November.
And
onward.
what time does the preschool end during the day?
4:30. Sometimes I'm closing, so I finish 5:30.
Yeah, no.
It's
no matter what time it is, if it's
no, but Tuesday I'm not closing. Only on Wednesdays I'm closing the preschool. So.
Oh, Wednesday.
And then Mondays I'm opening. Yeah.
So, what time are you available on Tuesdays?
Tuesdays, I don't mind late evening.
No. Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
We're gonna.
So I think we'll need to find another way to sort this out because we have 10 minutes left and we still want to do closing with
But we
Vishala.
still have one question from Didi Ananda Tapamaya. You have your hand raised, Didi?
just that the conversation about moving the time was to accommodate the people in Australia and
Yes.
Pacific. Yeah, I wish they can, stay with us.
Yes.
They're definitely very important to us, so we are going to find a way to find some kind of solution.
Yeah. So we will work on this. Let's end it that way.
Yeah, we will work on this. We'll have a discussion after.
Okay.
Okay, so Vishala, I'd like you to lead us through the Google Jam. So I think that means that we're going to have to click on a link that will be shared in the chat.
Yes, I'm going to do it right now.
Our Google Jam is a type of collaborative, many of you might have used it, brainstorming tool, and it's in Google Docs. So
You have to go to your browser and put, I'm going to put in the chat the link. There is the link.
I haven't seen it. You might be sending it privately. Oh, there you go. Okay, got it.
So that is the link for the Jamboard, and I'm going to screen share the Jamboard. And if for some reason, if you're not at all familiar with this tool, if you're going to have to put that link, it might take you directly to it, or you might have to open a browser and put it, and you're going to come to this. I see some people have already come in already. That was quick. So, wow. So we just had sort of a little bit of intense discussion about, am I going to be able to do this or not, and wanting to. So let's just take a moment and just do a breath. I'm automatically putting my hand on my heart here a little bit. So thank you. So let's just take a breath. And one more maybe. So to inspire each other and all of us to find a way for this to work for everybody, as many as possible, I'd like us to just take, in Google Jam, there are little sticky notes over here that you can open up. And I would like you to just write a few words or a sentence about what you're most looking forward to in this course. So I'll start it. And then you can just place it somewhere. And these I have set up already. You just go to the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner and edit, and you can just use them to edit. So you can either duplicate them and edit them, or just come up with your own over here. But please put something in them. Clear to Word, or yes, there we go. You can duplicate it and then edit it. In the top right hand corner, there we go. And just place it where it feels like a good place for it to be. We're not doing this one. There we go. There we go. And if you can't, I'm going to ask Didi Devapriya, if you can't figure this out, or you don't have the technology available, you can put something in the chat and I'll make a sticky note for you. But while I'm doing this, I can't see the chat. So if you see something come up in the chat, Didi Devapriya, if you can tell me, I'll make a sticky note for it. So right now we have collective wisdom, most excited about learning together with all the other participants in the course, collective learning and collaboration, expansion, sharing, and connecting, creating strong collaborative sense of purpose and clarity, learning together and sharing ideas. Namaskar. Deeper, richer understanding of neo-humanism, networking, taking NHE to the next level, interaction, deeper knowledge on humanistic education, collective learning and collaboration. So yes, you can also draw on this. You can add pictures to it if you want to. Find the right place for your sticky note. Where is the right place for it? Oh, we're not going to go to the second one though. What happened to everything? We're on the second page. There we go. Stay on the first page. Information. There. So see what's starting to form. What's starting to happen? There we have. Yes. There. Looking forward to Jedi. Didi Devapriya, anything in the chat I need to make a, something for? You're muted though.
Ananda Prama, please write what you want to write in the chat and we'll make it a sticky note.
Creating a solid foundation for new mystic educators. Be the change.
Here's
Working together, expansion of the mind. Updating as par with what's happening on this planet.
Yes.
Anything in the chat yet, Didi, or no?
I put what was in the chat. Yeah, everybody else I think managed to figure out the
good
Jamboard so far.
Yeah.
Anybody else hasn't managed to figure out the Jamboard, just write it in the chat and we'll paste it in for you.
Excited about comprehensive NHE system. Just give it one more minute and then we're going to start looking at it. Start seeing if things are connecting together, if some things are grouped with each other, if it forms some kind of, like right now I like the circle that's forming around the Gurukul, the New Mystic Education logo.
There's a few more showing up in the chat.
Okay.
I can do it.
Can you do it, Didi?
Yeah.
Great. There's also pens on the side if you want to draw something in. There's an image.
Nice drawings.
Image. There's an image. If you want to put an image in, you can take a photo or a picture and put that in.
I like the clouds too.
Networking creativity with vision. Accelerating the transformation of schools and society to a more just, sustainable, and joyful. Excited about NHE network that works around the world in specific projects, creating leaders of the future, working together, expansion of the mind. I like the way it looks like there's a hand towards creating leaders of the future. So let's take a breath in and out again. Let's see what we have. This is who we are. This is what we're looking forward to. New technology, coordination, and cooperation. So is there anybody can unmute if they want, if there's something that they noticed about what's being written or the way it's placed.
I think there are a lot of points about learning together, being, working together, building something new together.
Yes.
Yeah, collective wisdom.
Yes.
How
Network.
about coordinated cooperation?
Coordinated cooperation, yes.
So we are at 6 o'clock. We are at the ending time, Vishala.
Yes. We could take, if there's one more comment I'm feeling, is there one more person that has a comment, and then we'll be closing.
I love the collective feeling. It's really coming across. People working together and building a solid foundation.
So one of the things that everyone can do, because this is where we are now, is to take a snapshot of this. I'm going to take a picture of it. Oh.
Mysterious.
There we go. That's why I take a picture, because sometimes a little bit wonky things happen with the Google Jam. And there we are. This is who we're beginning. This is our beginning, a picture of our beginning. So let's just take a deep breath in and out again. And just take it in. What a beautiful beginning picture.
Yes. So we've reached the end of this orientation, and it is so exciting to really feel that we are uniting our minds together to create this new wave of understanding of neo-humanism and how to apply it in practice. I think it's going to be quite a turning point, a pivotal moment for our neo-humanist education movement to have this opportunity. Thanks also to, in a way, thanks to the pandemic, that we've all become a lot more used to using online technology to do this. It's allowing us this unique opportunity to really learn from such a vast amount of experience and so many different cultures. And it's very exciting. I think it's very revolutionary. And it's really exciting to me to see the type of energy that's present, that there is this interest in working in a way that will help us to be more united and to create that collective mind that I think is so essential to what neo-humanism is about. Samsamaja Tattva, about working unitedly together to think for the welfare of all. So I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. And you are, like it's already been said many times, you are all pioneers, you are the trailblazers, and hopefully what we learn together will create a system that's functional, that's useful, that helps to really bring higher standards of quality into our neo-humanist education movement all over the world. So thank you so much for being part of this
onboarding and orientation program, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the class. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar. To give a namaskar. Please unmute yourselves and let's do a collective namaskars.
Yes.
If everyone will turn on their videos, then we can take
Namaskar,
a
everybody.
photograph.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you very much. Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Okay. Rempite babaki.
Bye.
Bye.